Hello, hello! Welcome back to my channel. This is Skimberly, and today we're playing Valheim. I've been putting a little bit of work into this single-player run. We are currently at the Iron stage. So if you have never played Valheim before, basically think of this as a survival crafting game set in a Viking purgatory. And basically, the story of this game is that you have died in glorious combat as a Viking warrior and were dropped here into purgatory to prove yourself to Odin and make your way into Valhalla proper. And the way you are going to prove yourself is by defeating the various banished ancient spirits that have been banished here to Valheim. And the point of the game that I am in at the moment is I am at the swamp biome, which is basically the third realm of Valheim. It basically goes like this: you have the meadows, you have the black forest, you have the swamp, and then you have the mountains, the plains, and then just recently added the mistlands. So this is where I'm at right now. This is my little I guess you can call it a fort, because like the way that I have the barricade structured. But this is my home right here. We have some storage right here, bonfire, a little smelting area over here, and then we have some workstations to repair and build new items. So that's our workstation there. We have a forge over here. Then a little cooking station, various other creature comforts. So I'm pretty proud of how this area has turned out. I've been putting quite a bit of time into this game recently. And at the moment, I have just about everything built that I want to build for this area. But before we decide to take on the next boss, I want to farm up some more iron so we can fully upgrade my gear. And if you look at my map here, where it says Crypt, 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 these are all areas where I'm going to be going to farm out materials to do those upgrades. So right now we're going to head back out to the swamp. Doggies. We're going to head on out to the swamp and we're going to have ourselves a jolly old time. Make sure you close the doors behind you. You don't want people sneaking into your fortress. Okay, so you can see right here, all of this like dense forest area, this is all black forest. But where you see off in the distance all of these decayed, decrepit trees, that's where the swamp comes in. So I built my fortress right here on the edge of these two biomes, so it's easy for me to go get materials. But it is now cold out, which means that it's nighttime. And we do not go into the swamp at nighttime because we will get overwhelmed and destroyed. So, at nighttime, we want to come in here, have ourselves a little nap, get well rested for the adventure ahead. Interesting. Typically, when you go to sleep, there's like a little message detailing what you dreamt of during the night. But for some reason, it did not have that message for me this time. I wonder why. Okay, so now we're gonna head on out. We got our bow. We got plenty of arrows. We have healing mead. We have poison resistance mead, and we have our food. Means we are all good to go. Let's just head on out and see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. Oh, there's some trouble right there. You don't want to let those blobs get too close to you when you don't have your poison resistance up, because they will send out this poison nova that hits for a lot of damage. But the poison resistance mead will nullify a lot of that damage. Only reason I'm not using it at the moment is because I don't want to use it unless I have to, you know? It does take a little bit of effort to make those. And here we have the leeches. The leeches are a pain in the butt because you don't want to step foot in the water without first scanning the area for these leeches. You can kind of see them by the ripples in the water that they make. Okay, so let's take a look at our map here. So that crypt is cleared, so we want to head a little bit to the northeast. Oh, we got Draugr. Ah, yeah. All right, we got to come with a shield. Got him. The Draugrs, if they they're very slow moving, but if they get the drop on you, they can do a lot of damage to you. So you do have to be careful of them. The one thing that gets me killed in this game more than anything else is overconfidence. Like, I can just be like stomping around, just beating the piss out of everything and being like so like super feeling good and having a good time. And like out of nowhere, I'll just get completely murked because I was just too confident. Ah, I see you. Make some distance. All right. Woo. Got him. Oh, you know what? That's fine. I'm just going to put on the poison resist mead right now. The one good thing is that the blobs, as well as the skeletons out here, they take more damage from blunt weapons. That's why I crafted the iron mace. It's a pretty decent weapon. It does a lot of damage to these guys. It doesn't do maximum damage to Draugr. I believe you need slashing weapons to do like maximum damage to them. But the blunt really packs a punch against the oozes. And that's also what we'll be using against the boss of this zone, Bone Mass. Bone Mass takes maximum damage from the mace. For whatever reason, he does not like the blunt weapon type. Where is this crypt? It's over this way. Okay, let's watch the ground and make sure we don't step in to the water when there is a leech around. Because the leeches, they'll bite you and they will also apply poison as well. So you have a chance of just getting outright destroyed. Okay. Oh. Another ooze over there. Does he even know I'm here? Let's just take a little pot shot there. Oh, no, he knows where I am. So funny that blobs can jump as far as they can. There you go. Got him. There's another one. There's a lot of blobs out today. He's going the opposite direction. Okay, so the crypts are locked by default. You need the key that you get from the second boss in order to get in here. But I believe I've already started work on this one. So let's take a quick look around. It's been a while since I've been in these crypts because I've been working on my fort for like the last like several in-game days. Yeah, looks like we've been this way. I I didn't mark it as cleared because I don't remember completely clearing it. I believe there is still some materials in here to get. Let's just drop this stuff in here. I do not need any of this. There we go. I'll take those entrails. That's very useful. We can make some high quality food out of the entrails. Okay. Looks like this area is cleared out. Let's backtrack a little bit. Let's see. It's over this way. Okay. That's the entrance. So let's check over here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. This little rune store right here is called a Vegzavir, or Vegvasir, and it'll tell you the location of bosses. So that's the location of Bone Mass. That's the next boss I need to fight. But you can see right here, it doesn't look like he's anywhere nearby. So I'm most likely going to have to take a boat to get to his area. Let's see. Well, let's definitely take that. Some more iron. Alright. And we'll open this scrap pile, because this is where you typically get the majority of your iron. So there'll be iron, there'll be like leather, there'll be bones and stuff, all in these scrap piles. But you gotta be careful when you're clearing them, because typically the room that's behind this blockage has bad guys in it. So we'll see if that's true here. No? Okay. Sorry. So that one was clear, but let's swim through this little passage here and see if there's anything down here. Oh, no. Nope. That's just a dead end. Alright, let's go back. Okay, so this room's clear. Alright, here's the entrance again. So let's try down the middle here. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so that's a little bit too much. So let's go ahead and drop down 2 pieces back into the box. That'll allow us to escape. So we'll just leave that there. That is unfortunately the thing that prevents you from staying out here too long, is you're pretty much governed by your encumbrance. How much you can carry means everything. And unfortunately the crypts are just a little bit too dangerous to bring a cart out to. Because like you have to like go through like all like this watery area, and it's not very conducive to dragging a cart through, you know? You'll lose your cart and all your materials if you try to drag a cart through here. Not to mention all the monsters that are going to try and come out and get you. Hopefully we won't see any abominations, because those guys are really scary. Thankfully the leeches will like sit and just like take your pot shots like it's nothing. Can I drop something to take that? Yeah, let's drop that bone. I don't need that bone. Ah! I was close. Got it. What the hell? What got me? It was another leech. Yep, see? That's what I'm talking about. They'll sneak up on you and they just fucking tag you. If you don't have the mead on, I mean, that bite could have very easily just killed me. Let's check the map. Alright, so we need to go directly this way. The poison-resist mead basically acts as like a pass-fail mechanic for this entire biome, because there's so much out here that does poison damage that like if you don't have it, you might as well not even attempt coming out here, because you'll just get poisoned and die. And there are so many different like enemy types out here. Like it's such a dangerous zone. It's like there's Draugr, there's the oozes, there's slimes that like when you kill them they bust into two oozes. There are the there's the leeches that also do poison damage. There's the abominations that come up out of the ground to try and get you, and there's like the wraiths. The wraiths that like you just cannot run from fast enough. Like that there's so much out there that just wants to eat your buns for dinner. Okay, we need to actually go down this way. There's my house. I really like how this came together. It's like the walls not too tall. You can still see like the majority of your buildings inside. Like you have the nice warm glow of home inviting you home. Now, I really like how the log materials play with the. I thought I closed that door. I like how the log materials play with the stone as like an accent. It's really nice. Okay, so here's how we're going to make our metals. So now that we are back home, this is our smelter over here. We're going to put our iron into the smelter. And I believe it has some coal. Yeah, I need to put some more coal in there. The coal combined with the metal will smelt it into these bars right here. So let's go ahead and put some more in here. There we go. And how we get the coal is two ways. We can either burn food and it'll turn into charcoal, or we can put wood into this kiln over here. And the wood will burn up and come out as coal. You use the coal, put it in there with the materials, and out comes the iron. And then we use that refined material to make our weapons, our armor, our upgrades, and stuff like that. It's a really interesting system that the game has. It's like you take like all these raw materials, you process them, you make better materials, better equipment, better weapons and armor, just by playing the game. Like you go out and you kill very specific enemies in order to make better stuff, and every enemy will like 100% drop some things and like percentage drop other things. So let's say here, see, we could actually make a little bit more sausages. So see here, I'll show you how that's done. So we need 4 entrails, 1 boar meat, and a thistle. So let's see if we have all those materials. Let's see. We have the entrails. Do we have the boar meat? Okay, there we go. We have boar meat. So let's take 1 boar meat. Oh. 1 boar meat. And we need a thistle. Find our thistle. You know, we may have used all of our thistle. That's fine. Because we can take this portal back to my old base. And there should be some thistle there. This was the base that I built when I first started this this run. Thistle. Perfect. Thistle. Let's take that with us. And we'll put the frost resist wood away for now. There we go. Okay, let's head back through. And the great thing is, even if you're away, your materials will still keep processing. Okay, so let's come over here to our cauldron. Let's open it up. Now that we have everything assembled, we can make the sausages. So we take the 4 entrails, 1 boar meat, and 1 thistle, craft it up, and now we have 20 of 20 sausages. whereas before we had 16 of 20. So that made 4 sausages for us. Not too bad, right? So yeah, so in order to get the boar meat, I had to go out and hunt boars. In order to get the thistle, I had to go into the Black Forest and harvest it from the ground. And in order to get the entrails, I had to kill Draugr to get their entrails. And that's basically how it works. You go out and you find all of these different materials throughout the world, and you bring them back home and you combine them into awesome stuff. Let's go put that away. So there we go. That's where we have our plant goodies. So we'll put those right there. So yeah, that's pretty much how that works. You bring the materials home, you smelt them up, you craft them up, you run them through the cauldron, run them through like all your little processing stations, and that's how you get like your better materials. Yeah, let's go ahead and put these out. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the rest of these in to be processed. And that's going to just go ahead and do its thing while we go out and get more iron. Kendra, how you doing, buddy? Good girl. Okay, so now let's go ahead and head back to where we were, which was this crypt right over here. That's where we're going. Now these things are these foods and meads and stuff like that, the consumables, are things that you are going to need to stay on top of because they have limited time durations. So you notice, like, I'm not protected by the poison resist meat anymore because it ran out. It will only protect you for about 10 minutes at a time. Oh, hello. Off you go. So if I come out here and I run up against more of those oozes or eels, or leeches I mean, I will be incentivized to apply another potion. Okay, we got a guy over here. Let's go beat him up. Check this out. All right. Up. Bam. Bam. Okay, so you see what I did there? Is I blocked at just the right time as the enemy was swinging at me in order to parry his attack. And when you parry an attack, it's like when you block at just the right time, and you do that, and it will stun the enemy, allowing you to get guaranteed critical hits on them. So I'm just gonna preemptively put a meat on, because I don't know if there's any leeches in here or not, and I want to be protected. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's go back in and get some more materials. But yeah, I love playing with the one-handed weapon and the shield a lot, just because of that that parry chance. You can parry with a melee weapon, like a two-handed weapon or something like that, but it's a lot easier to parry with a shield. You're not going to take quite so much blowback. And you can block heavier hits with a shield than with just a weapon. Which is pretty important if you want to, you know, stay alive. Okay, and with that, I believe this crypt is completely cleared. So what I'm going to do before I go back outside is I'm going to get rid of that, put a new marker up. This new marker is going to say crypt -cleared. That way I know for the future not to come back here, because there's nothing left in here for me to get. Let's go back outside. Alright, so I want to try and get to the next crypt before nightfall happens. Because if nightfall happens and I'm still out here, it's going to mean very bad things for me. Because the wraiths come out at night. And they will make very short work of anyone that's out here. Shit. Okay, it is cold. We need to start running. And it gets very, very dark out here at night. There's our next location. Yeah, these guys tend to come out at night too. Thankfully I have my poison resist made up, so I'm not going to die from this. I do want to go inside before it gets too late. There you go. You see it says using key swamp key. That means I could not come in here if I did not have the swamp key. Okay. Just beyond this mound right there, I saw a flash of light back there. That tells me there's potentially a Draugr spawner back there. And that's going to be very dangerous for me. A spawner will continuously spawn more Draugr for me to fight until I break the spawner. Let's take the coins. Let's see what's through here. No, nothing here, just a dead end. There are a lot of dead ends in these places, unfortunately. Take our mining pick out and bust our way through here. See if there's anything in here. Bust them up, bust them up, bust them up. Okay, unfortunately there's nothing back here, just a couple mushrooms. But we did get the materials from breaking this mound up, though. So even if there's nothing past the mound, it's still worth going into. Because you still get the materials. Alright. I'm going to save that direction for last. This way. We need to be very careful breaking into here. I don't know what's going to be on the other side. I hear what could be a spawner on the other side. Okay, now I can get a clear shot. Let's try and take him out. Yep, there's a spawner there. There we go. Got him. Okay, that could have been very, very dangerous coming in here, because sometimes they will spawn like 1-star and 2-star Draugr, and they're very hard to kill. And if you happen to run out of stamina when you're fighting these guys, well, then you're pretty much boned. Which is entirely possible because you are using your stamina to break these rocks with your pick. Pretty much every action you take requires a little bit of stamina. From swinging your weapon, to blocking, to running and jumping, swimming, everything takes a bit of stamina. So it's very important to bring stamina food with you so you don't run into problems while you're out in the field. Let's go and clear the rest of this. Alright, how's our encumbrance looking? 352 out of 450, so we still have some space to use. Ooh, entrails, I'll take that. Take a peek. I think I see something back there. It might just be a torch, but it might be a monster also. Yeah, there's a Draugr back there. Hello? Got him. Ha! That's another great thing about the mace is it has incredible knockback. If you can successfully get him with the power swing, it just sends him flying. It's great. All right. That one's clear. So let's take on this one. Right. Let's try and get that. No, it's just a little bit too wedged in there. Okay, so we're at 425, 450. I think that's a safe place to start heading back. Let's take a look around before we leave. Oh, there's a whole pile of iron right there. So let's see here. Let's take one more piece back with us, and we'll remember this spot for next time we're in. And we'll definitely take those arrows as well. Poison-tipped arrows are very nice. Okay. So that area is clear, that area is clear. That's going to be our next target. So when we come back, that's what we're going to go with. Now, I don't think I've been down here long enough for it to be daytime for us to come out. So, how far away from home are we? We're pretty deep in the swamp. We could make a run for it and try to just get out. Or we could wait until daytime. I think we might be able to make it if we just run for it. And I don't have any materials to make a torch, which sucks. So, we got her. Let's re-up the poison. Oh, I can't consume that until the timer runs out. Well, let's see if luck is on our side. So we need to head this way. That's a wraith. Let's see if we can handle a wraith. Hey, you. Down here. Okay. Ah, fuck! Ah! He was hitting pretty hard. And my parry was not doing it. So let's just wait just a moment. We're going to get our health back up. What we got to do is wait long enough while out of combat, and our health will start to regenerate based off of the type of food that we have. Another tick. Another +4 health. That's the hard part about going out into the swamp at nighttime, is like there's a lot of like much higher powered enemies at nighttime. I think it'll be okay if we wait for one more tick. Let's give it a shot. Still out here? Oh no. It's day 111. That means it's daytime now. So typically, the nighttime enemies, once day breaks, will recede into the wilderness and won't pursue you. All right. So I'm going to apply another mead just to get myself out of here safely. So let's go this way. Very glad that I have a lot of high stamina food. It allows me to actually run out of here. That's one of the benefits of using that cauldron to combine the raw materials into higher powered food, is because you can only consume up to 3 pieces of food at a time. So the higher quality they each are, the better off you're gonna be. Now, so you hear the ping, ping, ping. That's the signifying sound of a critical strike. So whenever you get a chance to parry someone, always take that opportunity. Okay, here's another guy. What's up? Power attack. Boom! Got him. What's that? Carrot seeds. Pop. Let's see. Let's drop the bones. I don't need bones. But carrot seeds are definitely useful, because we can plant the carrot seeds and make carrots. Alright, I'll take your blood bags, guys. Actually, you know what? I have the poison meat up. I can just come in here and just eat you guys alive. I don't need to be wasting my arrows on you. Let's see. Drop the bones. I have plenty of bones. I'd rather have the blood bags. The blood bags are much more useful. The blood bags are used in making frost resistance mead, which is what we're going to need to get into the mountain biome. Because when you're in the mountain biome and you don't have the proper clothing to withstand the cold, you will take persistent damage until you die. So the goal of going into the mountains, at least at the beginning of the mountains biome, is to get up there and kill a bunch of wolves to get their materials so you can make a wolf skin cloak. If you do that, then you can go into the mountains completely undeterred. But until you can get that material, you have to do one of two things. Either 1, craft frost resistance mead so you don't take damage, or 2, go into the plains ahead of schedule and kill these beasts called locks. And they will drop materials to make a lock's skin cloak, which also gives you that cold resistance. We're back home. Now we can start processing some more materials. Just slap those in there. So we need to empty our bags a little bit so we can actually pick up that coal off the ground. Let's see. This box, yes, this box has that and also that. Let's see. Do I have coins in any of these boxes here? I really need to label these boxes. It's always just running around just trying to play whack-a-mole with the boxes. I try to stay organized whenever possible. Sometimes I get lazy. Oops. So add some coal into here so we can start processing some more materials. Do I have any wood on me? I do not. But we can change that. Here, let's go and put that away. We'll take 25 of these because that's the maximum amount we can put into the kiln. There we go. That's going to do its thing. Okay, now we have plenty of those. Put those away. The entrails are going to go over here. Seeds, we need to find our plant box. That is it right there, seeds. Let's just go and check our garden. Is stuff ready to come out yet? No, they are still growing. When these are ready to be harvested, they will say like E to pick up. But right now they say they're healthy, so that means they're still growing. You notice my bonfire is still lit while my other two fire things are out. It's because of the rain. The rain will douse your flames that are going, but the bonfire is too strong. It'll stay up. I think, actually, my cauldron over here is still lit because it has a roof over it, so you can keep things going if you have a roof on it. So that's good to know. Let me see. What was I doing? Oh, right. I was going to grab some iron and see what we can build. So let's go ahead and walk over to our forge, and this is where we're going to turn the raw iron materials into weapons, armor, and upgrades. So I already have all of the iron equipment, and I have my iron tools and my iron weapons that I want to use. So what we do is we click on upgrade and see what we can upgrade. So we can upgrade the scale mail, the iron greaves, the iron helmet, the iron mace, with the materials we have in our inventory at the moment. We could also upgrade the iron axe, the huntsman's bow. The cultivator is actually maximum upgraded already. We could upgrade the iron pickaxe or the banded shield. So since we have the materials on hand right now, we'll start with the scale mail. So we'll upgrade it to quality number 2. So it says armor 16. Armor currently is 14, so it's going to give it an extra 2 points of armor. So let's go ahead and upgrade that. And then we'll upgrade it again. And now it has 18 armor on it, right? Let's hover. Yeah, 18 armor. So let's go ahead and put that back on. A weird thing when you're upgrading gear is it will unequip it when you are upgrading it, which is really weird. Okay. Now that is upgraded. Now let's upgrade our helmet. Bink, bink, bink. Upgrade that. Put it back on. Okay. And there we go. Now we have slightly more armor, which is great. And what puts our total armor class to 52, which is pretty cool. But what happens when I put my shield on? Yeah, the shield doesn't add to the armor class, unfortunately. Okay, so now we're just going to sit pretty and wait for our stuff to keep processing. And so that's basically like the majority of the gameplay loop at the moment. Is I'm just going to keep going out, keep getting materials, keep bringing it back to the base, and upgrading my gear until I have everything at the maximum quality that I can. And then when that's done, then I'm going to go fight the bone mass. But that's going to be on another episode. So I'd like to say thank you for hanging out with me today while I play some Valheim. I know it's not like the usual content that I put up here, but again, this channel doesn't have a focus. I mean, I just upload what I want to upload and see what happens. So if you like this, let me know. If you want more Valheim content, I'd be more than happy to play some more and film it. Do all the YouTube things. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you don't. Leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more. I will see the comments if you leave any, because I keep the YouTube Studio app on my phone, which will show me anything that comes through my feed. So I'd like to say thank you for hanging out with me today. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time.